The following data show the height in meters of 6 players in a basketball team. This is the data. Question for the 6 players, find the mean height. The mean, we are going to calculate the accumulation of this data. So mean equals this data are 1.67 plus 1.60 plus 1.68. I'm writing here 1.67 plus 1.60 plus 1.68 plus 2.31 plus 2.31 plus 2.19 over how many data? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 6, and the result is 1.96 meters. That is mean. Part 2, the median. The median height. The median, we have to we have to be sorted data from the smallest to largest. I have sorted 1.60, 1.67, 1.68, 2.19, 2.19, and the last, 2.31, I mean. 2.31 and 2.31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 data. Now we're going to find median. This data divided by 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here. Okay. Between 1.68 and 2.19. So median equals 1.68 plus 2.19 over 2. And the result is 1.935, rounded to 1.94. That is median. Model height. The model is this one, 2.31. This one. There are 2 data of 2.31. So model equals 2.31. Part 4. The question is about the range of height. The range of height is the maximum data, 2.31 minus 1.60. Okay, so range equals 2.31 minus 1.60. And the result is 0.71 meters. Next, part B. Write down the shortest possible height of George. A new player, George, joined the team. Their height is measured as 1.98 meters, okay, to the nearest centimeters. Right, write down the shortest possible height of George. The short possible height of George is 1 point, based on the values that been 1 point into centimeters, it means minus 0.005, because 1 meters equals 100 centimeters. Okay, it means 1 centimeters equals 0.001 meters. Okay, so we are going to find 8 based on 1.98 minus 0.005. It is 1.975 meters, or in centimeters, 1,975 centimeters. That's fun. Number two, a teacher surveys their students to find out if they have eaten at local Thai and Indian cafes. The results of the surveys are shown in the following Venn diagram. This diagram. Question to write down the number of students surveyed. Students surveyed are 10, 13, 8, and 2. 10 plus 13 plus 8 plus 2. A. 10 plus 13 plus 8 plus 2 equal 33. B. Write down the number of students who have not eaten at the Indian cafe. Those students not eaten at Indian cafe are on this, wait, I'm going to, on this area. Okay. So 10 and 2. 10 plus 2. 10 plus 2 equals 12. C. A student is chosen at random from those surveyed. Find the probability the student has eaten at both the Thai cafe and the Indian cafe. It means the intersection. Okay. The intersection is 13. So it means the probability is 13. The probability has eaten both. It means a intersection T, not E. T intersection I is 13 over 33. And if we divide, the result is 0.39339. Okay, wait. And so on, rounded to 0.394, the significant figure. Okay, 394, or uh, in percentage, 39.4%. Part D. Let T be the event a student has eaten at the Thai cafe. Let I be the event a student has eaten at Indian cafe. Find probability T union I. Probability T union I is, we have to calculate first T union I. T union I is 10 plus 13 plus 8, 31. So 31 over 30. And the result is 0.001. 939393 and rounded to 0.939 or in percentage 93.9%. Part E. State whether the events T and I are mutually exclusive. Justify your answer. Mutually exclusive happening if an I and if an T have not intersection. But in this case, the intersections of T and I, it is 13. So it means T and I has intersection. So this is not zero, the intersections. It means the conclusions for uh, even T and I, even T and I, even T and I is not a mutually exclusive. I think this is clear. On 1st January 2025, the Faber Car Company will release a new car to global markets. The company expects to see 40 cars in January 2025. The number of cars sold each month can be modeled by a geometric sequence where R 1.1. Use this model to find the number of cars that will be sold in December 2025. Okay. Uh, the geometric sequence, it means UN equals, the formula is UN equals A R power N minus 1. So in this problem that it says that A or U first, okay, the first term is 40 and a ratio is this one 1.1. In December 2025, it means this is U12. So U12, according to this formula, becomes 40 times 1.1 power 12 minus 1, 11. So it becomes 20 times 2.40, I mean not 20, 40 times 2.85, 31167. And the result is 114.1246668. This because this is regarding car, so there is no decimal number. So it becomes rounded to becomes 114 cars. Next, use this model to find the total number of cars that will be sold in year 2025. And 2025, it means n equals 12. 1 to 12. And then we're going to using this formula as n a times r power n minus 1 over r minus 1 because r greater than 1. So it's going to be S12. A is 40. 40 times 1.1 power 12 minus 1 over 1.1 minus 1. And if you calculate, the result will be 855.371 on. This is car, so we are going to round it, becomes integer, 855. Next. This is part one. Part two. Part two, as long as 2026. So it means n from 13 to 24. So we are going to find U13. U13, it is 40 times 1.1 power 13 to 24. It means power 12. Okay. Uh, yeah, power because yeah, 13 to 12 it means power 12 was 13. 13 minus 1 comes. Calculate 125.5371351. Rounded becomes 125.537. And it means S 13 to 24. Okay. It equals A this one, A or U13, 125.537, 1.1 power 12 minus 1, 12 because 12 months. 13 to 24 is 12 months. Power 1.1 minus 1. And if you calculate, it is 2,684.52172. Rounded becomes 2,685. This the solution. And now let's be continue to number 4. A cell phone starts charging at 7 while being charged. The percentage of power P in the phone is modeled by the function. This is the function where T is the number of hours at 7 p.m. at 7 o'clock. Um, I don't know this whether p.m. or a.m. Find the percentage. Of course, yeah, this is a.m. I think because 7:00. This 7 a.m. Find the percentage of power in the phone at 7 a.m. Okay. At 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. It means t equal 0. Why t equals 0? Because it starts starting at 7 a.m. If t equals 0, it means p becomes 100 minus 60 times a power 0 because this is minus 0 equals 0. So it is 100 minus 1 times 60. 60, it is 40%. Next part B. The percentage of power in the phone reached 75% at 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. it means it is 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour already. After 1 hour, the percentage is 75%. Right. So T equals 1 and power was 100%. Yeah, right. It's, yeah, 100. Oh no, 75%. So I'm gonna check first. Yeah, 75%, not 100, sorry. Okay, so P equals 75%. Now we are going to calculate A. How much A? According to the formula, it is 75 equals 100 minus 60 times A power minus 1, or 60 A power minus 1 equals 100 minus 75. So 60 A power minus 1 is 25. So A power minus 1 is 25 over 60, or A equals 60 over 25. And the result is 2.4. Next, draw the graph of P equals 100. Okay, I'm going to sketch the graph. The first coordinate point is this one, T, and T equals 0 and P 40%. T equals 0 and 40%, it means this is T0 and 40%. Around this is 5, around here. This is 40, probably 40 here. And the second coordinate point, when T equal 1, P equals 75. T equal 1 here and 75 here. Okay, and the third, when T equal 5. When T equal 5, we are going to find first the P when T equals 5. When T equals 5, it becomes 100 minus 60, A power minus 5. Okay, so A is 2.4. Comes 100 minus 60 times 2.4 power minus 5. And if you calculate, becomes 100 minus 0.75352, comes 99.246479. 99.2, it means, yeah, around here, not 100. So the graph will be like this. Wait, I'm gonna using different color. Okay. Maybe like this. Okay. Never touch 100. Next. Now draw the graph already. Next, this one, D. State a mathematical reason why the model predicts the percentage of power in the phone will never reach 100%. The power never 100%. Why? Because part D, okay, uh, because this function graph, okay, this function graph actually has asymptote p equals 100. Okay, has asymptote p equals 100. Why p equals 100, 100 is asymptote? Because because uh, this term, okay, because this term, okay, this one the formula. This one, uh, because this term, okay, this term never zero, never becoming zero. If it if becoming zero, it means there's an asymptote because term 60 minus a power minus t result never becoming zero. Okay, so that's why the asymptote is p equals 100. Okay, I think this is clear. And deposited $100,000 into a savings account with a nominal annual interest rate of I%, compounded monthly. At the end of the eighth year, eighth year, the amount in the account had increased to $150,000. Find the value of I. Part A. So N, it equal a year, it means 8 times 12, 96. And then after that, the present, sorry, the final value is 150, 150,000. Present value, well, present value is 100,000. And we are going to find I. I would like to using this formula FV equal PV times 1 plus I over 1,200 power 96. Okay, 1,200 because 100 times 12. It is 1,200, right? And yeah, after that, F V over PV, it, it is 1 plus I over 1,200 power 96. FV over PV is 1.5. So 1.5 equal 1200 plus I, 1200 plus I over 1200. So this is 1, right? So it means 1.5 equal 1200 plus I power 96 over 1200 power 96. So it's going to be multiply this 1200 power 96 times 1.5 equal 1200 plus I power 96. And after that, it becomes 1200 power 96 times 1.5 power 1 over 96 equal 1200 plus I. I equal uh, this term 1296 times 1.5 or 1 over 96 minus 1200. And I have calculated this. The result is 5.07903 rounded to 5.08. This part B. Man withdraws the $150,000 and places it in an annuity, okay, earning a nominal annual interest rate of 6.1% compounded monthly. At the end of each month, man will receive a payment of $1,000. Fine. The amount of money remaining in the annuity at the end of 10 years. 10 years, it means 10 times 12, 120. Okay, 120 months. Express your answer to the nearest dollar. To the nearest dollar. The unit is in dollar. Okay. B. N is 12. Okay. 1 year is 12 months. So it means if 10 years, 10 times 12, it is 120 months. Okay. And the interest percent is 6.1 or 0.061 because 6.1 divided 100. Okay. And next, present value. The present value is 150,000. And then PMT or payment or periodic payment. Periodic payment for one annuity. This is 1,000. And then after that, the time is 12. Okay, and this is as long as, yeah. Next, yeah, T is 10, but the N is 10 times 12, 10 years. I would like to using this formula that FC equals PV 1 plus I over n power 120. Okay. This is 12. Sorry. Supposed to be this is 12. It means n. This is 120. It means a different n, uppercase n, minus pmt times 1 plus I over n power n minus 1 over I over n. And after that, substitute. Okay, substitute. Or numbers, 150,000, 1 plus 0.061 over 12 power 120, 1,000, 1 plus 0.061 over 12 power 120 minus 1 over 0.061 over 12. I have calculated these calculations on my calculator, and on my calculator the result is this one. For this term is 275,006 638.4689 minus for this term is 164,771.7625. And if you calculate this, the result is 110,866.704 7064, I mean. If you calculate, becomes this one. And I would like to yeah, rounded becomes, I'm going to simplify, rounded to this one, 1,100, 110,866 0.70 becomes 867. So the unit is dollars, so becomes this one. This the solution. Points coordinate points A, 3 and 4, B, 9 and 6, and C, 11 and 2 are shown in the following diagram, along with the perpendicular bisector of AB, AC, and BC. Okay, this diagram, intersection in C. The perpendicular bisector of BC intercept the axis at coordinates of 0, minus 1 and 2, 0 here. This one, 0, minus 1 here. So this coordinate point and 2, 0 here, this coordinate point. Write down the equations of the perpendicular bisector BC. So we are going to find this equation, the strike line equation. Okay. So the strike line perpendicular bisector BC pass through uh, this coordinate point 0, comma minus 1 and 2, comma 0. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. I'd like to using this formula to determine the equation x1, sorry, x minus x1 over x2 minus x1. So it becomes y minus y1 minus 1 over, this is 0, y2, 0 minus 1, x minus, this is x1, 0 over 2 minus 0. It becomes y plus 1 over 1 equal x over 2. As we move here, 2 times y plus 1. 2y plus 2 equals 1 times x. X. 2y equals x minus 2. And after divided by 2, y equals half x minus 1. This is the equation. The equations of the perpendicular bisector of AB is y equals minus 3x plus 23. Find the coordinates of point Phi where the perpendicular bisector meet. Give your answers to 4 significant figures. 4 significant figures. Okay, let me meet here between this strike line and this strike line, right? Part B. The strike line are y equals minus 3x plus 23 and y equals half x minus 1. Let me check once more. Oh yeah, this one. And okay, this one. Okay. So y equals y. It means minus 3x plus 23 equals half x minus 1 times 2. If times 2 becomes minus 6, minus 6x plus 46 equals x minus 2. And it's going to be, I'm going to move here, becomes 6x plus x 46 plus 2. Yeah, like this. 7x 48. X equals 48 over 7. It is, okay, I will calculate first with calculator. 6.85714 rounded to four significant figures. Okay, 6.857 is four significant figures. Okay, now we're going to find y. Substitute x equals 48 over 7 into this equation, this one, minus 3 times 48 over 7 plus 23. So it becomes minus 20.5714 plus 23. So it becomes 2.42857 rounded to 2.429. Yeah, 429. So the coordinate point C, coordinate point C is 6.857, comma 2.429 x, y. Next question. A Voronoi diagram is constructed with points A, B, and C as the three sides. Draw clearly the edges of the Voronoi diagram on the given diagram. Okay, now we look this diagram. Voronoi diagram separated on this diagram. Voronoi diagram separated three sides of region, and yeah, through edges. So we call is that this edges. But we have to determine which strike line becomes edges. Okay, so look that there are three sides. One, two, three. So we have to divide becomes three regions. Why three regions? Because there are three sides. What is side? Side is um, any particular coordinate point which are which are closest to other coordinate point here. For example, A closest from this coordinate point, this coordinate point, this coordinate point, and around in this region. As well, B closest to those coordinate points around 8. As well, C is a particular coordinate point which uh, which is closest to which is other coordinate points around 8 closest to this coordinate point. So now we're going to separate becomes three region. How to separate it? Like this. Okay, this is, wait, I'm going to set the different color. Okay. So this is the edges. The, the first edge, the second edge, okay, and I know, not that one, sorry. I mean the second edge is this one. It's supposed to be, uh, no, sorry, wrong. Supposed to be this one. Because this, this trigon would be, this edge will be separate between A and C, and this edge will be separate between B and C, becomes the different region, and this strike line becomes H to separate between A and B. If you ask me why, sir, why are you not using this strike line? Because if you're using this strike line, not fair, because area of B will be smaller than A, and also this if I using this one, that actually this this current point is closest to B rather than to A. So I have to determine this strike line as the edge. Okay. Why I'm not using this strike line as the edge. Why? Because if this strike line as the edge between A and C, so it's supposed to be this coordinate point closest to A rather than to C. As well, this one, this strike line. Why this strike line? This strike line, not the edge between A and C, because this coordinate point closest to C rather than to A. So this Voronoi diagram, this edges is fair rather than if I determine the different edges. So this strike line we call as edge. As edge, this is edge as well as the third edge. Edge, and this is side side C, side B, and then this is side A. And this area is region B, this is region C, and this is region A. So this Voronoi diagram uh, is fair one another. I think this clearly. The following graph shows the depth of water, d meters, in a river at 3 hours after 12 p.m. At 15 p.m., it means 3 hours after 12, the depth of water reaches 7 meters. It is highest level. So the maximum level is 7 meters, occur after 3 hours. At 21 p.m., the depth of water drops to 1 meters. It is lowest level. Okay, so the minimum level of water. The depth can be modeled by the function dt equals a sine bt plus 4. And this is the diagram. Find the value of a. The function is dt equals a sine bt plus 4. A is amplitude. Okay, so the maximum level of water occur when T equals 3 after 12 p.m. at 15. So it means 3 hours after 12. So it means if T equals 3, so D3, I mean D3 here, A sine 3B plus 4 equals 7. This is the maximum level of water. So it's going to be A sine 3B minus, equals 3 because 7 minus 4. Now, in the graph of sine, the amplitude, value, the maximum value of sine is 1 here, and the minimum is -1. Okay, so it means this is to get the maximum. It's supposed to be this is 1. So A times 1 is 3. So the amplitude equals 3. Find the value of B. Okay. Again, the function is dt A sine bt plus 4. If A amplitude, it means B is the period. Okay. One period uh, of trigonometric function sine, one period, it is the initially point from 0 and the last point, the final point in 360. This is on x-axis. Okay, so how we determine B? And this is period, and one period is 360. It means 360 over B, it equals 12. Why 12? Because time equals 12. Okay, so B is equals 360 over 12, and it is 30 degrees. 30 degrees we can convert into into radians. How to convert 30 times pi over 180? Yeah, becomes pi over 6 in degrees and in radians. Part C. Question. Find the first time after 12 p.m. when the depth is equal to 3 meters. Give your answer to the nearest minute. 3 meters, it means the dt equals 3. So we're going to find time. At what time? After 12. Okay. So when b equals 30, dt equals 3 meters. So it means a sine bt plus 4 equals 3. A equals 3, sine b equals 30 equals 3 minus 4 minus 1. Sine 30t minus 1 over 3. So sine 30t equals sine minus, I have find a angle on my calculator, minus 19,47122. Okay, so 30t equals minus 19 when 47122. T, or time cannot minus. So if you divide this number over 30, the result is 0.649040. Okay. Supposed to be minus, but time cannot minus, so I will not writing minus here, becomes positive. Now we are going to convert into minutes. It means we have to multiply by 60, and the result is 38.9424, rounded to becomes 39. So 39 minutes. Now we're going uh, to determine at after 12 p.m. Okay, after 12 p.m. Now look in this. This is 3, and the water level 3. This is 3. Now look, if 3, it means 3 here. After 6 hours. So 6 hours plus 39 minutes. So dt equals 3 meters occurs on 6 hours 39 minutes. Okay, this is the time after 12 p.m. The formula F equal 1.8 C plus 32 is used to convert a temperature in degrees Celsius C to degrees Fahrenheit F. Find a formula for converting a temperature in degrees Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. The Fahrenheit formula is 1.8 C plus 32. So if C being subject, we can arrange like this, 18 over 10 C plus 32. So it's going to add this equation we can writing as 18 over 10 C equals F minus 32. Or we can arrange becomes C equals 10 over 18 times F minus 32, or C equals, simplify this, 10 over 18 becomes 5 over 9 times F minus 32. This is the formula if you the conversion from Fahrenheit becomes Celsius. Part 2. Find the temperature in degrees Celsius that is recorded as 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The substitute 77 here in this formula. C equals 5 over 9 and 77 minus 32. It's going to be, if you calculate, the result is 25. Next, part B. For time, sorry, for the same year, find in degrees Fahrenheit the mean daily temperature in Mexico City. We need to we need to uh, we need to reading this. We need to know the information. So 1 year, the mean daily temperature in Mexico City was calculated to be 17 degrees Celsius with a standard deviation 9 degrees Celsius. The mean daily temperature in Mexico City in Fahrenheit. So we're going to using this formula, this one, Fahrenheit formula. So F equals 1.8 C plus 32, or 1.8 times C is 17 plus 32, and the result is 30.6 plus 32, and the result is 62.6 Fahrenheit. Okay, part 2. The standard deviations of the daily temperature in Mexico City. So if you look this, that the standard deviations 9 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it means for the same year, so standard deviation is 1.8 times 9. Actually, no need to plus 32 because we just calculate the standard deviation. Okay, and the standard deviation it equals 16.2. Okay, no need to no need to no need to adding with 32 because 32 does not affect to the standard deviation result. Okay, because standard deviation equals 9, just multiply by 1.8. Number 9, Kim Yon investigates the rate at which a cubical block of sugar dissolves in hot coffee. Initially, the cube has side length of 10 millimeters. This information is illustrated in the following diagram. This diagram. Okay, this is the cube, the block sugar, and this like this one, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters. Kyung predicts that as the block of sugar dissolves, its side length will decrease at constant rate of 0.2 millimeter per second. According to this model, find the length of one side of a block sugar 20 seconds after it is placed in hot coffee. Okay, so the length will be decreased, okay, after 20 seconds. So every second it decreases 0.2 millimeters. Every second it decreases 0.2 millimeters. It means 20 seconds. It decreases 0.2 times 20 seconds. Okay. Length will be decreased 10 minus 0.2 times 20, and it is 10 minus is 4, 10 minus 4, 6 millimeters. Okay. Part 2. Next one. The volume of a block sugar 20 seconds after it is placed in hot coffee. That means 6 millimeters times 6 millimeters times 6 millimeters. Volume 6 millimeters cube. So it is 216 millimeters cube. Part D. Find the derivative of Vt. But the information let the functions Vt represent the volume of the block sugar, millimeters cube, t seconds after it is placed in hot coffee. Vt is given by this one. So this is the functions of volume of the block sugar when placed in hot coffee. Okay. Vt was 1000 minus 60t plus 1.2 t squared minus 0.008 t cubed. So it means the derivative is, it becomes 0, and this becomes minus 60 plus 2 times 1.2, 2.4 t minus 3 times 0.008. It is 0.024 t squared. Find the rate of change of the volume of the block of sugar at t equals 20. If t equals 20, so I saw the 20 here. So it's gonna be minus 60 plus 2.4 times 20 minus 0.024 times 20 squared. And the result is minus 21.6 millimeters cube over second. What else? State one reason why the side length of the cube may not always decrease at a constant rate. Of course, because the solution rate, I would like writing here, because the solution rate implicated to the volume of the cube. When studying big cats, researchers use a model in which the mass m kilograms of an animal is directly proportional to the cube of its shoulder height. The cube of its shoulder height, the unit in meters. A cheetah has a mass 64 kg and a shoulder height of 0.8 meters. Use the model to find an expression for m in terms of h. Okay. A part 1. M equals A times H cube. Because just now, according to this information, that the cube of its shoulder height, 8 meters. Okay. M in terms of H, right? Part 2. Uh, oh, yeah, sorry. This is expressions of M. So it means, wait, A equal M over H cube. Okay, and M is 64 over height is 1, 0.8 cube. And if you calculate, the result is 125. I have calculated on my calculator. So M equals this one, M equals 125 H cube. Hence, find the mass of a different cheetah with a shoulder height of 0.75 meters. So there is a different cheetah with shoulder height is 0.75 meters. The first cheetah shoulder height is 0.8 meters. So there is a different height of shoulder, 0.8 minus 0.75, 0.05, right? Part 2, M equal 125 times the new theta is 0.75 cube. I have calculated this, 52.73. And rounded becomes 52.7 kg. Part B. Rigorous law states that the energy needs of an animal E are directly proportional to the square of H. That's proportional to the square of H. The energy needs of a lion of mass 220 kilograms are K times energy needs. Energy needs symbol is this one, of a cheetah of mass 64 kg. Find the value of K times, okay, K times E. All right. So, according to this equation, that mass is mass 220, so 125 H cube equals M. So 125 H cube equal 220. So H cube 220 over 125. It is 1.76. It means H is cube root of 1.76. Now, E equal H square. E are directly proportional to the square of H. This one, E, according to this information. Okay. directly proportional to the square of h. So it means e equal cube root 1.76 square, like that. That is E. Next. And also E equals K times KH squared according to this information. This one. So K equals E over H squared. And K equals square root, cube root, cube root 1.76 squared over 0.8 squared, like that. And if you calculate, this H is shoulder height 0.8. The result is 2, not 0, 2.277 770 on my calculator. So rounded becomes 2.28 to the significant figures. Yeah. But this is the value of K. The following diagram shows a semicircle with center O and diameter PQ. A rectangle OABC is also shown such that AB equals 8 and then OA equal 5. This is the diagram. Find the length of arc BQ. Arc BQ, it means this one. Okay, so we're going to find this. Wait. This arc, the major arc. Okay. Now, the first step I would like to determine radius. This is the radius. This is the radius. Okay. So the radius, also this one radius, OQ radius. Okay. Also PQ radius. So we have to determine radius through this triangle. Okay, this triangle by Pythagoras, and then radius here, square root 5 squared plus 8 squared. It is square root of 25 plus 64. And it is square root 89. Okay. Now, so this radius is square root 89. Now we're going to find tangent BOC. BOC, this tangent. Okay. BOC, tangent of this angle. Okay. Tangent angle BOC. Okay. The angle of BOC is this one, BC over CA. Okay. BC is 5, while CO is 8. So 5 over 8. And in decimal number, 0.625. So it means angle BOC is arctangent, arctangent of this number. Okay. Arctangent of 0.625. In my calculator, this is 32.00538, or rounded becomes 32. You may approximately becomes 32.005, or up to you. But for me, I would like to round it becomes 32. Next, after that, angle BOQ, BOQ is angle BOQ, this angle, because we are going to find this arc length. Okay. So we need to find this angle first. So this angle is 180 minus BOC. 180 minus angle BOC, 180 minus 32, it is 148. And after that, circumference. I would like to calculate circumference. Circumference of this full circle, 2 pi times r. 2 times 22 over 7 times square root 89. And if you calculate, the result is 59.2993. And the next step, arc, arc PQ. Arc PQ is 148, is the angle, over 360 times circumference. And the result is 24.3786, rounded to 24.4. Very significant figure. Jack raises funds for a library by running a game where players spin a needle. The final positions of the needle results in an outcome where a player wins or loses money. The outcomes with associated probabilities are shown in the following diagram. This diagram, let X represent the amount that a player of this game wins. So X wins. Let me see this diagram. This wins 40%, lose 40%, 10%. This is lose also 20% as well, 30% lose. Okay. Find the expected value of X. Right. So the expectations or the expected value of X, EX, is Let me check. 5 of 40. 40%, it means 40 over 100. It is 0.4. This one, 10 over 100, 0.1. And then this one, 20%. 20 over 100, it is 0.2. And this one, 30 over 100, 0.3. So the expectation is 5 times 0.4. It is for win, and then plus 8 and 0.1, but it is lose, so it means minus 8 times 0.1 plus, and after that, this is loss again, minus 5 times 0.2 plus loss again, 10 times 0.3 minus 10 times 0.3. And if you calculate, the result is minus 2.8. Part 2. Interpret your answer to part A1. Okay. My interpretation for this result is the average outcomes with associated probabilities player yeah, player will lose will lose one 2.8 $2.8 for each game. Next, part B. V1, this one. To encourage a person to keep playing this game, Zach increases the winning price for the second game. They play from $5 to $6. For each successive game they play, the winning price continues to increase by $1. Okay. Emily plays K games. The K game is fair. Find the value of K. Okay. So the expectations or the value of K will be expectations, the expected for lose over expectation for win. Okay. Expectation is expectation. So it becomes 2.8 over 0.40. This one, the expectation for win, this one. Okay. And this the expectation, the all expectation lose because minus 2.8, it means lose. If you divide, the result is theta. So K or the games, K equal 8 games. Okay. It's supposed to be this is no, this is K. Sorry, this is K. I will because we're going to calculate K. So this is K. What else? Explain why Zach expects to raise money from the games Emily plays. Okay. Two, because because for each for each of the first 7 games, the expectation that the X values is less than zero, less than zero. This.